Good evening, everyone. Our topic is about Vygotsky's socio-cultural theory. Vygotsky was born in Russia in 1896. He died at the young age of 37 from tuberculosis. Due to his early death, most of his theories were left underdeveloped, although some of his writing being translated from Russia. His work in the last 10 years of his life has become the foundation of much research and theory in cognitive development. He was known as a Mozart of psychology. So, due to his early death, most of his theories were left underdeveloped. But his research was become foundation of much research and theory in cognitive development. About the theory, Vygotsky placed more emphasis on social contributions to the process of development. He focused on the connection between people and the socio-cultural context in which they act and interact in shared experiences. According to Vygotsky, humans use tools that develop from a culture, such as speech and writing, to mediate their social environments. Initially, children develop these tools to serve solely as social functions, ways to communicate needs. This theory explains that the process of development was influenced by social contributions. Three major principles. First, the zone of proximal development, scaffolding. Second, social interactions. And third, more knowledgeable other. Zone of proximal development. This is an important concept that relates to the difference between what a child can achieve independently and what a child can achieve with guidance and encouragement from a skilled partner. Vygotsky, in 1978, sees the zone proximal development as the area where the most sensitive instructions or guidance should be given. Allowing the child to develop skills, they will then use their own developing higher mental functions. Zone of proximal development. In this major principle, the child development explains from the praise "I can't do it" to the praise "with I help, I can do it," and then "I can do it." It's about a child's development wherein the guidance and encouragement from a skilled partner helps the child develop to achieve his or her skills. As a seen from example of the image, a girl trying to shoelace but she was not able to. Then, her mother helped her, talk with her, and then she practiced it task become less difficult. Now, she is able to tie her shoes. It explains that, first, the girl has difficulties, but with the encouragement and help of her mother, she began to practice the task less difficult, and the result, now she was able to do this activity on her own. This explains how encouragement and help of others to a child can help his or her development. Scaffolding. This image represents scaffolding. Scaffolding is directly related to zone of proximal development, in that it is the support mechanism that helps a learner successfully perform a task within his or her ZDP. Typically, this process is completed by a more competent individual supporting the learning of a less competent individual. So, for example, there could be a teacher assisting a student or a higher level peer assisting a younger peer. This image shows the development of a child. How this child achieved her goal. The child wants to achieve about her goal, and the teacher's role was to support her and encourage her to achieve its goal. Social interaction. Social interaction plays a central role in cognitive development. Cognitive and human development, according to Vygotsky, is a result of a dynamic interaction between the individual and the society. This dynamic relationship denotes a relationship of mutuality between the two. Just as society has an impact on the individual has also impact on society. The image shown is about more knowledgeable other. So, a person with a better understanding and considerably higher or superior level of ability, skill, or knowledge about a particular subject, task, or process than the person who is attempting to learn, also called the learner. So the person who is attempting to learn is called learner. The MKO often comes in the person of a teacher, a superior at work, or a peer with more experience. There are instances when he could be someone younger but with more cultivated knowledge and skill. In this digital age, the MKO may even be a computer or any intelligent machine. In the eyes of child adults are the MKOs. MKOs is the person who is the higher level of knowledge. It can be machines like computer or any intelligent machine. Vygotsky and language. Language is the primary method adults transmit information to children. Language becomes a powerful tool in learning. It has two speech types, inner speech and a private speech. It's said that the language is the primary method adults transmit information to the children. It was the most powerful tool in learning. Private speech. What is private speech? Private speech is a speech spoken to oneself for communication, self-guidance, and self-regulation of behavior. Private speech is typically observed in children from about 2 to 7 years old. Thank you for listening. That's all I report about. I will leave you with a sum quote. What a child can do today with assistance, she will be able to do by herself tomorrow. Thank you.